Hello everyone, this is Advocate Dr. Sheetal Babar, and today I shall be dealing up with one single question, that is, what is preamble? Preamble, inseparable part of Indian Constitution, I must say. Unless and until we read preamble, we could not proceed to all of those articles and provisions underneath Indian Constitution, one of the most significant parts of Indian Constitution. However, there have been the ups and downs for this consideration as to whether preamble is a part of Indian Constitution or not. Nevertheless, today we are not going to discuss about this point because today the session is only about what is preamble. Preamble is aims and objectives of Indian Constitution. It is introduction to Indian Constitution. It is basically the ideas, ideals which are present underneath or needs to be interpreted underneath Indian Constitution. It is basically the ultimate aim of or ultimate intention of the makers of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution or preamble of Indian Constitution also clarifies few things. It basically gives us clarity as to who, what, how the sources of Indian Constitution are. Who is the source of Indian Constitution is been answered by preamble. It is we the people. What is the source of Indian Constitution has been answered by preamble. For what? How? All of these questions have been answered by preamble. Once we read preamble, we understand what basically the whole concept of Indian Constitution and all of the provisions underneath Indian Constitution are all about. We today, to find out this answer as to what is preamble, shall go with three important or landmark judgments under which basically this question of what is preamble was dealt up. Not only this was the issue raised under these landmark judgments. These judgments basically were based on amendment and amendment to Constitution, amendment to preamble. However, as that being not a part of our session, we shall be only dealing up with what preamble is, and we shall be considering the interpretations considered or ruled by these landmark judgments. The very first case, which I would like to take a reference here, is Berry Union and Exchange of Enclave. That is Re Berry. Popularly, we know this case by this name. This case basically, Justice Sinha, along with Justice Gajendra Kadkar, has meticulously noted that preamble is nothing but the key of minds of framers of Indian Constitution. So we get our answer, what is preamble? It is what the mind and intention of the makers of Indian Constitution is. You don't need to go through all of the provisions of Indian Constitution. Once you go through the preamble, you get your answer. And that was something which was held underneath Re Berry's case. Also, Golaknath versus State of Punjab, one of the landmark judgments, I must say. We referred this case in so many perspectives and in so many issues. While we discussed Golaknath's case, it was Justice Subbarao, CJI then, and Justice Hidayatullah, who has again opined and rather ruled as to preamble is a nutshell of ideas and aspirations of the Constitution. So basically it is nothing but the summary of the whole Indian Constitution. That is what has been opined underneath this landmark judgment. We go on to the last and the third judgment, that is Keshavanand Bharti versus State of Kerala. Again, the one with the highest bench ever established or compiled. This case has been a historic judgment, I must say. However, in this session, we just concern to what is preamble. We just go ahead with certain notifications or rather certain considerations underneath this particular case. Keshavanand Bharti was the case which rejected a view which was taken in Re Berry's case that preamble, though is the key of minds of the framers, is not a part of Indian Constitution. This view was rejected in Keshavanand Bharati's case, and it stated as to, yes, preamble is a part of Indian Constitution. So as in the beginning I said, an inseparable part of Indian Constitution is what? It is preamble, the summary. So basically, Keshavanand Bharati's case had certain considerations, or it considered few points. It stated that preamble serves certain purposes. The very first purpose, it says, is it refers to the sources of constitution. So make it a point, it doesn't say or it doesn't opine that it is a source of constitution. It states that it refers to the sources of Indian Constitution. Secondly, it states that it embodies the enacting clauses which brings the whole constitution into force. Thirdly, it declares fundamental rights. So whatever fundamental rights we imbibed as being the citizens or sometimes being a human, all of these are declared by the preamble. Also, it indicates the basic type of government. So democracy is something which is the basic essence of preamble, I must say. It gives us an idea as to what kind of government we should establish, or we rather establish. Next is the most significant part of this judgment, which stated that preamble is the epitome of broader elements in the Constitution. So whatever elements, whatever essence of Indian Constitution has been expressed underneath the preamble. The next is it gives the scope of directive principles as well. So all of these considerations in Keshavanand Bharati gives us, rather all of these three landmark and historic judgments, I must say, they gives us concludingly some important points. First, preamble is a part of Indian Constitution. It is inseparable part of Indian Constitution. It is summary of Indian Constitution. It is introduction of Indian Constitution. It declares fundamental rights underneath Indian Constitution. It clarifies the scope of fundamental rights, fundamental duties underneath Indian Constitution. It refers to the source of Indian Constitution, and it gives us an idea, or it clarifies as to what kind of government India needs to establish. So concludingly, what preamble is a part of Indian Constitution, a significant part of Indian Constitution which cannot be separated from Indian Constitution, and it is nothing but the whole essence of Indian Constitution. Thank you.